How is Ilia doing health-wise, Dana?
He's doing good. He's doing good. You know, tough kid, obviously. You know, after the first round, his eye was bothering him. You could see that he got hit. And at one point, he like started covering his eye like this and was kind of, you know, messing with it. And then, you know, Justin just kept busting.
Topuria is going to need time to recover mentally, emotionally, and physically. He's never lost before. This is gonna take something to overcome. One of the things that was Topuria's greatest weapons, greatest strengths, greatest traits, besides his overall ability and technically be sound, and you know, he was a full package. He really was. Talent-wise, technique, everything. But one of the things foremost that leads the way for all those things to mean something is he has supreme confidence. He was a guy who didn't think he could get.
Dana White has revealed new details about what happened to Ilia Topuria during the fight. His comments have given MMA fans fresh insight into both Topuria's condition and the future of the division.
Yeah, you know, it's probably what you should do, but on the flip side, you just beat an undefeated badass, you know, decisively finished him. And I don't know, it's just something that he needs to work out with, you know, himself and his own mind and with his family, obviously. That Michael fought is just so good. Jeez. And that's the thing about Chandler. I mean, even going into this thing, Chandler's like, look at the guys that I fought. I mean, I fought all the baddest dudes in the division. And the lightweight division is nasty. The lightweight division is like the old light heavyweight division.
As discussions continue about the futures of Justin Gaethje and Michael Chandler, Dana White emphasized that retirement is a deeply personal decision. While fans, analysts, and promoters may offer opinions, the final choice belongs to the fighters themselves. White acknowledged the difficulty of that decision, particularly for athletes who have spent their lives competing at the highest level and still possess the desire to fight.
Opponent should be Arman Tsarukyan in the lightweight division for the Undisputed World Championship, of course. It's time to give Arman his title shot. I know he's been out for a long time, and if Ilia had won, you'd also want to run the Arman Tsarukyan match because of the bad blood that they have. But now I think you've got to do Gaethje versus Tsarukyan because he's been inactive, but he's still been building his name value. And the wins that he has in the lightweight division, including the win over Charles Oliveira, I know it was a split decision, and I would have loved to have seen it ran back before we don't get a chance to, because it's Tsarukyan next. I know Oliveira has a win over Gaethje. I know he does, okay? And I know that you can use that to say, well, Oliveira should get a title shot against Justin Gaethje, but I think it's time for something new. I think it's time for a new name to be in that lightweight title picture, because Ilia Topuria was that new name, but for a while it was just Makhachev versus Poirier versus Oliveira, and then Khabib was there and he was taking on Poirier and Gaethje, and I just feel like all of the same names have been in the lightweight title picture for a very long time. It's time to let someone new get a chance.
The MMA guru quickly turned his attention to the lightweight title picture, suggesting that newly crowned champion Justin Gaethje should make his first title defense against Arman Tsarukyan. The proposed matchup has generated interest because Tsarukyan is widely regarded as one of the division's top contenders, with the wrestling, pressure, and all-around skill set to test any champion. If the UFC chooses that direction, it could become one of the most significant lightweight title fights in the division's near future.
To heal and to get right. And I want to say this. There's things that have to happen for an upset like this. And things went right when he made a mistake going to the floor, but still take none away from Gaethje. But what also went right was the...
Teddy Atlas believes a Gaethje Topuria rematch makes sense, but stresses that Topuria must fully recover first. His priority should be healing physically and mentally before considering another title fight or return to competition.
What the doctor, when he heard it, he only had one way to react. I got to stop this. That it seemed like Topuria said he couldn't see. And when you say that, you're saying stop the fight, basically, because you know what a competent doctor, responsible doctor is going to do. He's going to look out for you. He's going to stop. So it looked like that's what was happening. And then all of a sudden, first of all, it was pretty obvious they didn't want the fight stopped. They didn't want it. I mean, they could. I'm not saying they were risking his life. I'm not saying that. But they didn't want the fight stopped. I don't think any of us did, to be quite frank. But you don't want a guy hurt.
Fight's aftermath sparked debate because reports indicated concerns about Topuria's vision during the contest. According to the analysis, there was consideration of stopping the fight due to those issues, but the bout ultimately continued. This has led to ongoing discussion among fans and analysts about fighter safety, the role of medical evaluations, and the difficult balance between protecting athletes and allowing championship fights to continue.
Or the doctor ever stops the fight. And to an extent, if there's ever a 10-8 round, and I'm not quite willing to go that far, but if the referee or the doctor ever stops a fight, that is to let the corner know you have failed at your job. The referee should never be in a position to stop a fight, particularly in between rounds. But even as the action is going, the corner is there, the corner should have stopped it.
According to this interpretation, the controversy centers on what Topuria's corner was actually communicating to the referee. While some viewers initially believed the corner was asking for another round, Chael Sonnen suggested a different view after discussing the situation with others. He argued that the corner's actions and body language may have indicated acceptance that the fight was over rather than an attempt to prevent the stoppage. As a result, the moment has become a subject of debate, with different observers drawing different conclusions from the same sequence of events.
In this fight is he would shoot to boom, kind of like this knee tap position, and I don't want to like open myself up and start to punch in front. I just get this guy thinking that I'm going to go low. They have to kind of respect it, or else I'll just start shooting real shots. Boom, and then he's starting to throw uppercuts here, which if there's like those little gloves, if they just nick around like the eyes of the bones and stuff, you land enough of those, like they'll start to really like close your eyes, which is exactly what happened. Ilia, I thought, did a pretty good job in the beginning rounds. He made a really weird decision in the second round, like going for...
Corey Sandhagen highlighted a technical aspect of the fight that many fans may have overlooked. He suggested that Justin Gaethje's use of knee taps and the threat of takedowns forced Topuria to account for more than just striking exchanges. By making Topuria respect multiple offensive options, Gaethje was able to influence his reactions and create opportunities in close range and clinch situations. According to this analysis, those subtle tactical adjustments may have played an important role in shaping the momentum and outcome of the fight.
Don't hit me. But even if I do get hit when I'm like this, I'm like in such a powerful position. Whereas if I'm like this and I get hit, I kind of like get spun a little bit more. So Ilia did a great job in that second round of boom, like keeping his head way pointed and just being here like this, especially being a shorter guy. If you can get underneath someone and start bombing punches, really all that Elias can do from this spot is start to throw uppercuts. But if he starts to throw uppercuts and I'm like looping shots over here, that typically doesn't feel like a super safe thing to do.
Corey Sandhagen also praised Topuria's effectiveness in pocket exchanges, noting that his head movement and positioning make him unusually difficult to hit cleanly, even when under pressure. However, Sandhagen pointed out that certain defensive habits can carry risks, particularly for a shorter fighter facing an opponent with the right style and physical attributes. His analysis suggested that a technique that is normally effective defensively can sometimes create vulnerabilities, illustrating how small tactical details can have a major impact at the highest level of MMA competition.
That gets Ilia Topuria in trouble is when he walks to the edge of his opponent's range and takes a shot, and he leans back. Ilia Topuria is on his feet. He's a boxer. He's not moving athletically. He's not moving side to side. He's not throwing push kicks. He's not throwing really high kicks. He's not looking to clinch. He can clinch. He can wrestle, but he likes to go about his fights with his hands and getting himself to the right distance. Right off the rip, he goes straight into Justin Gaethje's right in his...
From a technical perspective, Some analysts believe the fight exposed tendencies that had appeared in Topuria's game before. They noted that he occasionally operated at the edge of striking range and relied on leaning away from attacks, a tactic that can be effective but also carries risks against precise, aggressive opponents. According to this analysis, Gaethje was able to capitalize on those moments by landing key shots and gradually building momentum. Whether that reflects a strategic mistake, a stylistic vulnerability, or simply the challenge of facing an elite opponent remains a matter of debate, but many agree that small technical details played a significant role in how the fight unfolded.
And now why? He's going here, 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 here. But when he backs up like this, he uses his shoulder instead of using his feet to avoid the shots that Justin Gaethje tried to hit him with. So once Justin Gaethje was able to land that shot right here and here and here, you start to see his face swell up. The doctors came in and they were about to stop the fight. And Ilia Topuria goes, no, I can see. I'm glad that they didn't stop the fight because they gotta understand Ilia Topuria's first language is Spanish. So when somebody's talking to him, he's in the middle of a fight.
Demetrius Johnson suggested that a key factor in the fight may have been the strategic approach taken by Gaethje's team. According to his analysis, the plan was to remain composed through Topuria's most dangerous early moments and rely on Gaethje's durability and experience to carry him into the later rounds. Johnson noted that while Topuria had periods of success and created real threats early, the dynamic of the fight appeared to change once Gaethje successfully absorbed that pressure. From that point, momentum gradually shifted, allowing him to impose his pace and style more effectively as the contest progressed.